Welcome to Mabelreign. Depending on which side of Mabelreign you're on, it's either buffering, uptown or downtown. Mabelreign is like the Shabangu of suburbs. I'll explain that later. And this is Mabelreign shops. Pachiri panapa paimbwanish supermarkets. Yakazochinja kucha musika. Unonzi okay. So the fascinating history is this. A man who came with the pioneer column was the servant of the first administrator in Rhodesia. Walter Kemund claimed the land here in Mabelreign at about 4,000 acres called the Spring Valley. So Walter went to the UK to the Isle of Man, left his land, and a surveyor came with his wife and Miss Mabelreign, and they're like, ooh, this land looks fine. So despite the land being owned by someone, they said it like, you know what, let's redesign the map. So they took over the land despite the title deeds being owned by someone else. And Miss Mabelreign, that's where the name Mabelreign comes for. It is said that Miss Mabelreign died and she reincarnated as Shabangu. Here there is Mabelreign Girls High School and there is Ellis Robin. This school is like if Ziwaraseka High 1 and High 2 were a private school. Here at Ellis Robin, despite the swimming pool not functioning, they still call themselves dolphins. However, the swimming pool doesn't function. They actually go to the public pool next to the sharks. So the dolphins are going to sharks. Sharks. One of the few public swimming pools working in Harare. All right, functioning is relative in Harare because Zesa is also functioning. I heard Guti kind of chlorine apera, they use urine. All right, I'm joking. It's functioning the same way a relationship with Harare men, some Harare men, because in and do say public swimming pool because they're Anjura Murudo. So we have a growth point, sorry, home ground. Home ground kuno gochi kuno jiwa sadza nyama tujwa. Miss Mabelreign's spirit still lives on. Can you imagine an MP from Mabelreign here tried to claim this land and wanted to build a pigsty? Imagine a pigsty in a suburb. However, fortunately enough, he was contested. So what turned Mabelreign from a farm to a suburb was the post-World War migration boom. British war vets after World War would come here as a place to settle and sort of like refurbish themselves, and they had little equipment. So that means panemunhu Britain akanyimwa visa yekuya kuZimbabwe akani you hauna kurwa hondo hausi kuya kuZimbabwe wakarwa hondo here.
Catch Upenyu live at New School Comedy.